Hi, welcome to GenX Glam here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping in. Please subscribe. Go check out some of the other videos, especially the current giveaway video that's going on, the Summer Glam Bundle. If you haven't checked out that video, I made a comment, subscribe to the channel, go do that so you can get in the running to win this fantastic little Summer Glow Bundle. Contents are all listed in that video description. And if you're coming back, you know I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your kind words and your comments, your support. It really bolsters my motivation when I get those comments, that positive reinforcement, because I'm relatively new here, mom in her basement, just playing at her glam station and talking to you guys. So today I'm getting ready to go to the movies. I think I've talked in other videos. I know I've talked in other videos about, the various movies me and the fam go to. Today we're going to see The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. I love Emily Blunt. I like Ryan Gosling too, but like, come on, The Devil Wears Prada. I didn't work in the fashion industry back in the day, but I did work in television, and I can tell you, I had some executive bosses that weren't too far off from that. So, yeah, I'm super excited to go see The Fall Guy, and I thought, and I've been wanting to do a video, a full face of Essence, for a long time. So we're just gonna get into it. I mentioned in another video, this is an Essence lip balm. It's in pineapple, which I love, like berries and pineapples and the citrusy, I love it all. I love it all. Essence makes so many different fantastic balms, and some of them are like super spacey, like this one here. It's like, it has a little bit of a tingle. It's like a peppermint. Anyway, I was feeling the pineapple, so I'm going with the pineapple. I just washed and dried my hair. I gave my face like a quadruple cleanse. So this is completely clean face, nothing is on it, and I am gonna go in with some skincare that's not Essence, but as we get into the video, you'll see the majority of this video is Essence. This is a toner that I got very recently from GRWM. I bought their Discover kit, came with this toner, came with like a 7 milliliter under eye cream, 15 milliliter La Creme face cream, and like a tiny little 5 milliliter primer. This stuff's great. I cashed in on my Shoppers Mart PC Optimum bonus redemption. I cashed in 150 points and I got $225 off the purchase. So I had to kick in $100, but I mean, all of those things that I just mentioned are street value. I got a deal. I got a deal. And so I'm just going to use a little bit of GRWM to prep my skin, my under eyes, and just a little bit of face moisturizer. But I've got some great Essence serum and some great Essence primer that's going to come on top of this in a little bit. So, got my nails done today. They're in nude with like a little bit of chrome over it. Had to be done, had to be done. If you're, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Sometimes you just can't stand the color anymore, or like the chipping, and you just get out there and you do it. So taking care of business today. All right, let's see what we've got here. This is the La Creme. This is their face cream. I got my scissors out, guys, somewhere, because we may need to cut into, I don't know. I did have my scissors out. Let's see how this is gonna go. We gotta cut into this because I gotta get see, like when you cut in, there's still more. So I'm gonna try anyway to get the last bit out, because I've said in other videos, this stuff, these little 3 milliliter samples, when each milliliter is valued at like, I don't know, $15 to $18 per milliliter, yeah, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna get everything out that I can. So just bear with me, because I wanted to do like a start to finish. I might even flat iron my hair. I just blew it out, used some of my new for me, I've used it before, the 3-in-1 Day product. It's like a polisher, conditioner. I love this stuff. It's not, it doesn't, you know how some products you put in your hair and then you go and you do your blowout and you feel like, I don't want to say greasy, but kind of like clumpy clump? doesn't happen with the day, and it smells so wonderful. I really, really like it. Tomorrow, since this was a wash and dry, the hair day, I'll be using my Day Dry shampoo, which I also like and also smells amazing. All right, here we go. We got some of this Glam face moisturizer going on. Let's let that sit. Yesterday I did go to the Shoppers Mart. This is the Guerlain Under Eye Cream, which I don't know if I'm going to be able... Oh, I got some out. Oh, fantastic. So happy I got some out. Didn't have to cut that. Yesterday I went to the May 4th Shoppers Mart Spring Mingle. Each store was doing its own thing, and honestly it was super disappointing. There were a few like bundles, gift with purchases. The brand that was most represented at every Shoppers I went to was Clarins, and I love Clarins. I love Clarins. I ended up buying a few things from Clarins. I bought their lip stain. I bought a lip perfector in the full size. This is like their lip perfector balm in the mini that I got, I think in their advent calendar. But yeah, I scored. I got some gift with purchases, which basically came with some pretty deluxe size samples of stuff that I like. Love the deluxe size samples for traveling or for just like we're using them right now, you know, just so you don't have to maybe get into your full size product, and you can make it last like a little bit longer, but definitely fantastic for travel. All right, let's let that sit for a second. You know, something that's been really bothering me, and I don't even know if this is like appropriate to talk about, but something that's been really bothering me is that like I go to watch some of my videos back, because as you know, we're really on cut here on GenX Glam. You know, it's nice to like massage your skincare ends. Let me just do that. Sorry, I look like, I don't know what I look like, but yeah, like I like to speak extemporaneously here with you guys. And so, yeah, I go back and I watch, you know, my videos and see like, oh, oops, oops, maybe I didn't mean to say that, or oops, could have said that better. But what's really irritating me are lately I've been having to skip more ads. And it's annoying because I'm a small content creator, so therefore I'm not monetized. You know, if I was monetized, guys, we'd be having giveaways every single day. Not every single day, but every video there would be a giveaway because I would be giving back. So it just really irritates me that YouTube throws these ads in. And I even noticed under some of them, they say like, sponsored blah blah blah. Like, none of my stuff is sponsored, right? We're just here, it's just us. So I don't know, if you find it irritating, I am right with you, but please continue to watch the videos because I enjoy making them, I enjoy hanging out, and I enjoy reading your comments, your impressions. So if you don't watch the videos, then you can't really comment and make any impressions, eh? So let's go in now with this Essence Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. I've talked about this in other videos. It's got milky. It reminds me a little bit of Glow Recipes, maybe a tad bit, just saying. Goes on so smooth, and it does have like a watermelon scent to it, but it's not overpowering. It's not annoying. I really, really like it, and it's, oh, I feel it going in really nice with the Guerlain skincare that I put down. So let's let that serum sit for a minute, because I do have some Essence primer, and I'm wondering, this is Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer. I'm kind of wondering if this is like, you know, Essence's stab at e.l.f.'s Jelly Pop Primer, and if e.l.f. was just making a stab at the Milk Gripping Primer. It's just circular, right? It's all circular in the space. So we're gonna go in with Essence version of a Jelly Grip Primer. I don't normally use a ton of grip primers, although I do have them in my kit. I've said in the past, like, I guess in my opinion, and I am not a guru, these grip primers are more for that look that you just want to stick. And I don't necessarily go for that sticky look. I go for the look that just by the end of the day, there's barely anything left on my face, and it's just really super easy to wash off, and throughout the day, layers and layers haven't caked into my pores, and you know. So here we are, here's what we got going on. I don't have any like color corrector from Essence, so if if I'm looking a little under eye dark, what can we do about that? I do have a concealer, it's in the shade 20. You know, everything was out. Let me show you what I did last weekend. I told you that I organized all of my stuff. I put all of my Essence into this guy, into this drawer. And so perhaps I left, and I do see it here. There's the concealer. It's in the shade 20 Fair. So I guess I didn't get everything out. Oh, you know what I wanted to mention? I did put on that, the balm, the pineapple balm. But I have the Essence lip oil. They come in a lot of lip oils. I just wanted to say about this one that there is a defect. When I press like this, I'm literally feeling like a plastic point. It's sharp. So I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. That's another reason I watch my videos back. But I have to be super careful when I put it on because I feel that point. And that could be, my friends, the differentiation between, say, like a Guerlain or Dior or clearance lip oil, where you're paying that, you know, $35 plus price range, and you're getting an applicator that's extra large, super soft, and you're not getting poked with plastic. So if anybody else has tried the Essence lip oils and have gotten poked, let me know, because I think I just think I got like one that was just not made well. And that happens, right? What do they call it? Like the placebo effect? I don't think that's right. All right, let's go in with the gripping primer. Here we are gonna see here, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember the scent. It's kind of like a berry scent, I guess. There it is. Just like, let's just put it on. Because I mean, we are already at the 12-minute mark here. And oh wow, this is really nice. I like this a lot. It's been a while since I've used this. I like this so much better than the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. It says that it's grippy, but it's not super grippy sticky. I like this a lot. It's giving me kind of a bit of a glow too. Perhaps that's the serum. I'm not sure. I don't have time to do like a super full face because honestly, at any moment, we could have an invader. We could have an invader. There's a lot of stuff going on in the house. Everybody's super excited to go to this movie. There's people doing laundry. There's people who have been out running errands, and they could be popping down here at any moment. And they don't necessarily, like, they can't be seen. You guys can't see them when they come down, but they're paranoid anyway. So, like, they don't want to necessarily be on the Glam Station broadcast. So I gotta try and pick this up and get going. I do have to hit my head. We have to let that primer sit. So while we let that primer sit, let's look at this again. This is really nice. I'm gonna put a link to the video, the giveaway video that thing's going in, because you need to, like, oh, I have it here. You need to check it out. This is my AG Deflect, like, I don't know, like flat iron heat protectant. I get it here locally. I don't know if it is, I don't know if it's unique to Canada or not. I've never seen it before. Like, Canada is the first place that I've seen have it. And I actually saw, when I went to this, like, really chic-y Winners here, I don't know, last month, I suppose. Well, last month wasn't that long ago. We're barely into May. About 3 weekends ago, I actually saw it there marked down. It was cheaper than what I pay at the salon, but mine is almost, I'd say it's like 3/4 full, and I have actually another full one in my kit down here, and so I didn't necessarily need to buy another one, and I've already given it away to the women in my family. I did that last summer. I brought some home so that they could try it as well, because I just really, really like it. So I just noted, don't buy it directly from the salon anymore. Check out that Winners first, because, you know, if they carry it once, chances are they're going to carry it again. All right, so let's go in with that Did I already lose it again? I totally lost it again. I can't find the concealer. I'm a hot mess. I haven't used this product before. This is a lash and brow. I usually use like the Brow Fix It from Essence. So when I saw this, I was pretty excited. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and do my lashes first. I don't think I'm gonna do much with them, but I wanna put this on first because after I put color on, if I dip back in, it's gonna make that all cloudy and I don't necessarily want that. So I don't know if you do your, if you fill your brows first and then you go in with, you know, with your brow glue. I don't do that much with my brows. I'm just filling this in. This is an Essence. I don't know what shade it is. Probably a light brown. But this is the reason why I talk about having tools at your station, because now we can go in with this, that glue is still wet. And I can work with it still. I can give it a little bit of the shape that I want. So I kind of did a twofer there. I went in quickly with the glue, quickly with the coloring I wanted, and then I'm just gonna fix this with my spoolie. Save this for my lashes. Okay, well, here it is. Found it. This is in the shade 20 Fair. I'm not going to be getting, I wouldn't say that I'm going to be very bronzy today. This is just like a little bit of coverage that I'm probably going to go ahead now and blend with my Beauty Blender and just see what kind of base we can get with that. And then I'm going to go over it with some Baby Got Bronze and a little bit of the blush from the blush stick that Essence has. Are you feeling me? Are you feeling me being a little bit slow? I'm feeling a little slow in this video. Let's talk about next week. Next week, I've said too, in another recent video, I am expecting next week to get the March subscription from P. Louise. And I already looked at the spoiler alert. You can go on her website and she kind of like it goes back several years, the different budget boxes that have been sent out. And the March 2024 one is already revealed there. And it looks like it's going to be a full face. Like there's a primer in it. There's like, there's a lip palette. There's like a face palette that I think you could use. I could anyway, because I often use powder bronzers and powder brushes as my eyeshadow. So there's a very, I think, generous sized face palette that you can use for bronzing, for contouring, for blush. There are a few things going on in there. I think there's another lip oil. Man, she must really need to get rid of those lip oils because they have just been in so many of the last budget boxes. And we have someone out here, one of our subs, Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. You made a comment that you pulled the trigger and you went for the March budget box. And I think that was a good move. I think that you picked, I'm going to put this on the back of my hand and then go with a brush. It's kind of dark. I think you picked a good month to jump on the bandwagon because like I said, I think you're going to be able to get almost a full face out of this thing that's coming. We'll see. Is it going to, I hope like it's not going to be too much of a spoiler alert if mine comes before yours and I unbox it. Just don't watch that video. But I'm excited. I've wanted to actually do a full face of P. Louise for a while because I have enough product to do a full face of P. Louise. Between her advent calendar and all the subscription boxes that I've gotten, I totally have enough product to do a full face of P. Louise. My thing with P. Louise is I feel like I can't do it justice. That it's like there's just so much fun colors going on. I'm just afraid I'll screw it up, but it's coming. I'll eventually get up the courage to do that. Have you used the lid primer? I probably should have used that before I went ahead and put some of that creamy bronzer from my brush, but I really, really like, I've gone through, I think this is my third one since I've started my journey over the past like year and a half, 2 years. I really, really like it. It's so affordable. It's not greasy. It dries down pretty quickly. And it's just like such a great base, as it's supposed to be, you know, to come and hold in that shadow that's coming. So let's put a little bit of that on. Make sure, I always like to make sure I drag it all around. I don't know, how are we looking underneath the eyes? I didn't, like I say, I don't have any under eye corrector. I pulled out some stuff I'm not going to use just for fun to show you. This is in essence like cheek and lip color changer. So let's just find some spot. See, look at that. It's already, I was going to kind of go for more of like a brownish, earthy look, so I'm not doing any pinks. But look at how fun that pink is. It's pretty fun, right? So let's see here. This one here. This is a nice blush stick, and it's not in the sort of pink range. We're going to go in with our fingers. I'm going to have to take my beauty blender to that. Look at how much just came out. Definitely need to blend that in. Maybe a little bit on the lids too. Gotta trust the process, as they say, right? It should all come together. If it doesn't, and it's a fail, well, that's the fun of trying, right? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like next year, I might enroll in like a local cosmetology course. I'm getting close to retirement. I'm not saying I'm gonna retire and become a MUA. Love that acronym, makeup artist. I'm not saying that, but I think I could have like a lot more fun with my kit if I knew how to use this stuff better. Like, come on, you know, get better with the eyeliner. I don't know how to do the tight lining. It kind of scares me going up like so up there with like some pokey product so close to my eyes, but I do see the value in that, because when you get that tight line going on your waterline, the mascara, there's no separation of color between like when you put your mascara on and your lid. So that's like one thing right there, right? And I would just like to get a lot better at the contouring and the chiseling out as well. So I don't know, I was thinking about it. All right, here's my nude palette from Essence. What are we gonna look for? A little blush. I'm not really going for anything too crazy. Maybe I take these two colors and just dust the lid. It's just a light dust. I'm sure I'm gonna come over and blend it some more. Do you really feel like I'm in slow motion? I feel like I'm in slow motion in this video. Hey, you know what else I'm gonna try on this YouTube thing? I'm gonna try to make one of those short reels. I was thinking about trying to make a short reel to advertise this giveaway, because I think this is one of the coolest giveaways I've done. I don't know, the Charlotte Tilbury one was pretty cool too, but I'm gonna try and do a reel. I don't know when. Sometime, I guess, before the giveaway expires, which is coming up here in a few days. Again, I will link that original video where you need to go and make a comment. But I was thinking about trying a reel. If the goal is to get monetized so that I can give away more giveaways, does that make sense? Then I need to pick it up a little bit. I need to get a little bit more innovative. Don't you think? All right, this is a dark blush. I'm a little bit scared to go in with it, but let's do it. Well, it wasn't too bad. Back in the day, like when I was younger and I did wear makeup on occasion, like when I used to work in television, if we were taping, if it was a tape day, because not every day, we didn't film every day. We filmed, depending on the show, we usually filmed, most shows filmed 3 times a week, right? It gives you a chance, like filming more than 2 shows in one day is just very complicated, especially because people travel to come on the show. And so you want to get these people, the guests, in the day before the show, They wake up the next morning, they get picked up, they come to the studio, they shoot their show, either the AM or the PM show, and then they get on a plane and they go back home. So if you shoot 3 shows a day, the folks that are on the 3rd show, chances are you're going to have to keep them for 2 nights, and that costs more money. So anyway, I don't even know why. But one of the shows I worked on the Montel Williams show. He did 3 shows a day, and it was like a killer. And especially for me, who I was the guest coordinator, I was the one responsible for getting folks to and from the city and taking care of them while they were at the city and taking care of them on tape day. So it was really challenging for me a lot of times. I was often re-coordinating a lot of the plans that I made for folks just because we couldn't get them home when we thought we could get them home. Anyway, on tape days, I would usually put on a little bit of makeup, and it was always these kind of colors, these like earthy browny colors, because that's, I don't know, like I think because I thought because my eyes were so dark. This is an Essence Amendment. Oops, I'm making a mess here. I want an angled brush. I think I thought that my because I had such dark eyes, that those kind of colors just naturally would look better on me. I think that was my theory. And I did pick up a few tips and tricks from the makeup artists that worked on these shows that I worked on, because a lot of times I would be asked to do staff shows or sit in the audience, maybe ask a question, because I would, like, you know, I have a kind of bubbly personality, and I don't know, I don't know, they just asked me to do it. I was always like, sure, I'll do it. I always love being on television. Why not? Who wouldn't? So, so I have had my makeup done, TV makeup done before, and I used to pick up some tips and tricks, but again, it just never really stuck with me. I've just not been the type of person that wears makeup on a daily basis until when I was approaching 50, and I was like, oh gosh, where are these discolorations coming from? Like, I can't, I need a little something to help me out here. So anyway, let's go in now. I'm just gonna set with this Essence Brighten Up in the shade Banana. It is pressing powder, I suppose, and so I'm gonna use this brush. This is a nice e.l.f. brush. Look how thick and dense that is. We're going to get a good amount on there. Look how much I got on there. Maybe this is where we can come in and fix my under eyes. I don't know. Banana. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. Go bananas. Look at that's not. I think that was a fail. I think that was a fail. We need to blend that out. We need to blend that out. Now I'm looking kind of ghostly. I don't think I look like a banana at all. I think I looked kind of ghostly when I did that. It took away some of the shine. I'm not going to lie. I think I need more color. I don't have enough pop of color. Before I go in with some color, let's use this Essence Lash Princess. It's in the shade Brown. Do you see I'm still healing too from where I had my trip to the dermatologist? I actually don't think it worked. I think I made the situation worse, and I ouch, poked myself. And that was my worst fear, that I was gonna go and have this area burnt, and new skin was gonna grow. And then but it wouldn't, and then it would be worse than where I started. And I don't know, I got to give it another week to heal. But to me, I only got pig nose. I don't know if this video is going to see the light of an upload. That was just really unattractive. But yeah, I think I made it worse. I don't know. It's supposed to have a 3-month follow-up, which I think is too long. I think I need to call next week and be like, hey, you know, I don't think the thing worked. All right, here, this is shade 02 Happy in the lipstick. I'm gonna go over all of that lip oil and stuff, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this because, like I said, I don't think I have enough color personally. Feeling like hey, you're with me, right? You know I'm not a guru. If you learn anything from me, you should just learn to be a positive person. You gotta take the lumpy gravy and do what you can with it. Try to look, you know, at the glass half full. Half full? Is that it? I think. Optimism. Stay positive. And I do believe that the universe, I'm trying to smooth out all of these like really rough edges, and I think that the universe will take care of you. I don't know, that's just my opinion. By the way, the universe hasn't taken care of me in terms of winning any of those gift baskets from the spring, from the beauty mingles at the Shoppers Mart, but they weren't all going to draw on the day of. Some of them were going to draw like next week. They all kept saying like, oh, we have to wait for our managers. Because the managers, man, the managers, they're like the overseers, right? They got to make sure everything's on the up and up. And I do want to make sure everything's on the up and up. I wouldn't want to win something that didn't belong to me. All right, I'm taking off. Whatever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you are well. Go ahead and watch this video, make a comment, and I will see you. Make a comment so you get in the running to win this cool spring bundle. Maybe I'll figure out how to do a reel. Maybe. And I'll see you in the next video.